Hello everyone. In this question, we are given a table that lists the preference according to the type of music versus the gender, right? One thing to keep in mind that this last row is the total, and this last column over here is the total as well. So this number is the total number of people who were interviewed, right? 300. Now, let's start with the first one, A. What is the probability that a random selected person prefer country music? All right. So the probability of any event is going to be the number in that event divided by the number in the total, right? In sample space. So in this case, we want the number of country music, all right, divided by how many in total, right? So in order to figure out how many in country music, they are right here, country music, so they are 30 plus 70, that's going to be 100, and you divide by the total, which is the overall total, which is 300, right? So this is going to be 100 divided by 300, which is 1 over 3 as a fraction, or 0.33 as decimal. All right, let's go to B. So B, what is the probability that a random selected person is a female or prefer hip-hop music, right? Okay, so in this question we have the conjunction or. So what the meaning of the or? The or means union, right? So this is the probability of a female or union hip-hop music, right? HH. So for this one, again, we're gonna use the graph. Now, for a person to be a female, it has to be in this row. So they are 50, 50 and 70, right? Total 170. Now, on the other hand, we are looking for the hip-hop music, and this is going to be this over here. And I shaded it differently, one in green, one in shaded in red, to see that the 50 in the middle here is shaded twice. So be careful of counting the 50 twice. It will be wrong. So if I shade the hip-hop with the same color in green, all right, this is going to be only the green number that is going to be added, which means I gotta add 40 plus 50 plus 50 again plus 70 and divide everything by 300, right? So you see, I'm adding only these numbers only once, all right? Okay, so if I add up all of this, is 210 divided by 300. That's going to be, if you reduce it, 7 over 10, which is 0.7. Okay, so the following question, C. We are asked, what is the probability that a random selected person is a female and prefer hip-hop music? So this is conjunctive, and that's the intersection. So this is a probability of female and hip-hop music, right? So now for this one, you gotta be careful, is if I select the female, this one, and let's say hip-hop music, this color, I am taking the double shaded only with the and. Well, the number there disappeared, but it's 50, right? Okay, so be careful about this. You are not taking all the shaded area, however the double shaded area. So with this one, double, and this one, any shaded area, right? Okay, so that's going to be a 50 over 300, and that's going to be 1 over 6, which is 0.167, all right? I think they want 3 decimal places, so yeah, this is good. This is 0, 0 here, and this is 3 again, all right? Okay, let's move on to next. So next one, they want, given that the selected person is a male, what is the probability that he prefers rock music? All right, so let's go to D. So the probability of a person like rock music given, all right, so the given word is over here, so that's going to be, the person is a male, going to be denominator, right? So this is a probability of rock over male. All right, that's how you write it down mathematically, right? So rock music over male. And what we do in this scenario, the denominator over here, it becomes your sample space. It means your sample space, the new one or restriction, it can be this. All right, and how many of those here number they like rock music, and they are only 60. So it can be 60 over the yellow shaded, which is 130, right? So this is 60 divided by 130, which is the new sample space. Every time you have a restriction over here, or we call it conditional probability, we divide only by the number of the number in the bottom, all right, on the denominator. So, and that is the word after the given, all right? So this is the sentence of the given. Okay. So now this is going to be 6 over 13 if you reduce it, and I think it's 0.462. Let's see. All right, so this is 0.4615. You can round it to 2. And that's all.